próximamente a México.
Va a ser un partido muy competitivo. Creo que vamos a enfocar en nosotros y intentar mejorar algunas cosas en el partido. Y ya está.
¿Cómo se sienten ustedes después del partido con Turquía?
No estamos felices porque perdimos, pero como siempre es fútbol. Tenemos una otra oportunidad mañana y ya.
How big is this match? Just before you guys, the final send-off before you guys get it really started with the Gold Cup. How huge is it just to kind of see where you want to kind of improve before that begins?
Yeah, I think every game for the national team is a really big deal for all of us as individuals, also as a group. Of course, it's a huge opportunity to play in the Gold Cup, the chance to win a trophy for the country, and this friendly is kind of the next step in that journey.
What do you make of Nashville? Is Walker showing you around a little bit, or?
Yeah, it's a really nice setup they have here. I was talking to BJ about it. It seems like a good place.
When you came back from Europe to play in San Diego, and did you imagine going this well to where you are back into the USMNT lineup and playing regularly?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I think that was always the goal. It's just always to be somewhere I'm playing, where I feel like I'm improving, and where I can show myself. And I have that at San Diego, so I'm really happy. It's all any player can ask for, really.
Luca, es más importante en el juego de mañana el desempeño que pueda tener el equipo en vez de un marcador positivo.
Ya, como he dicho, es una oportunidad para nosotros para competir contra un rival que está jugando en un nivel muy alto y vamos a intentar ganar.
And overall, in terms of MLS, since your return, how have you seen the league and the improvement in terms of quality, infrastructure, everything like that?
Yeah, I'd never played in the MLS before, so everything was brand new for me. I can just say, positive things. You know, at San Diego, we play really good football. We've started really well. The team is really good with some really good quality, so I'm really happy. Yeah, good. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, okay. In terms of these friendlies, how much are you actually prepping for a team like Switzerland, and how much did you do for Turkey beforehand? How do you handle that part?
I feel like as a team, I feel like prepping is just regular for us. I feel like, especially that we're here in Nashville, I feel like it's just being more communicative, being more together, and just training and being able to be in this atmosphere. But not only that, to be able to be comfortable more with each other and be able to do that on the field and just be able to, review tactics and wherever we need to be ready for the game.
And what are your first impressions of Nashville and being here in this city, and from a football perspective, its facilities, but also just in the city in general?
Oh, in Nashville, the facilities are great. I feel like the atmosphere, I heard very good things in Nashville. But also, I feel like the pitch, the stadium, I heard, obviously it's my first time here. I haven't been here with Orlando yet, but I heard great things about it. I can't wait to be able to step on that pitch.
Have you seen Geodis Park yet?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. As far as this being the final kind of send-off match, how huge is just to kind of see, okay, this is where we kind of stand before going into the real deal, the goal?
Yeah, obviously it will be a good test again against Switzerland. Obviously we had a good test against Turkey, but I feel like it will be a good send-off, but also it will be a good competition for the young guys and the more veteran guys to be able to try to get 3 points.
What do you think you have to improve for this game against Switzerland?
I think we played very well against Turkey, but I feel like some things we can improve is just be more clinical and be more better in possession. But I feel like we did that well against Turkey. Obviously we had a few mistakes, but overall I feel like the team had a great game and we can take a lot of positives from that game.
For a young player like yourself, beginning of the year, did you see yourself being here with the USMNT?
Obviously, everything happened in the past 6 months has been very good. But being here now is just an honor, and I feel like it's something that I worked for a long time, and it's something that I'm gonna keep working for, not only to get more into Pochettino's head of being in the Gold Cup, but just getting more prepared for the next game's coming up, and just being ready to work and work.
How's your feeling about working under a coach like Mauricio Pochettino?
I feel like it's a great experience. I mean, obviously he's a well-known coach and a very, very good person. I feel like being under him is an honor, and being able to learn things that he's experienced throughout his time in Europe and time in coaching. I feel like it's something that I really want to learn from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How y'all doing?
Hey,
Good, how are you?
How are you?
Cool.
Chris, welcome to Nashville first. Being from the South,
Yeah.
obviously soccer had not developed as much maybe when you were growing up as it is now. What are your impressions of what's happening in Alabama, of course, but also here in Nashville and kind of in the South in general in terms of soccer development?
No, it's dope. You know, we played Ghana here in Nashville maybe a year or two ago, and it was amazing turnout and amazing results. So, again, I love how it's grown in the South. You know, I think Huntsville has a USL team that kind of feeds into Nashville, and you know, another Legion. We have a lot of people all around the South looking at us. So, again, I love the growth and development of the game in the South, but also, I mean, you see the infrastructure around you. You know, Nashville's really done really well, and they're doing really well in the league. So it's really nice to see.
What do you make of Geodis Park since you played here last time?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice, you know. I think growing up, you know, I'd only pretty much imagined having like a soccer-specific stadium. So it's really cool to see one like here at Nashville, and also, again, they have good turnouts and they have a really good squad. So and led by a good coach, you know, BJ was our boy at national team, so you know, he's done really well with the team here.
You asking Walker for what to do around here?
Man, a little something. You know? I see a few things around here, so no, it's cool. You know, they even have a basketball court right there, so I might have to show it off a little bit.
How huge is this match just before you guys send off and kind of get into the real deal of the Gold Cup and finally the final chance to see what you need to see before heading over?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a chance to kind of make adjustments going into the Gold Cup, but also it's a tester for next year. You know, we don't get to play many European squads being here in CONCACAF, and they're doing qualifiers, so getting as much experience in new games as we can leading into a World Cup year is amazing.
Yeah. How important is the Gold Cup? Is the last official tournament before the Gold Cup, before the World Cup?
Yeah, you know, it's like you said, it's the last official tournament, and you know, we don't get many tournament-style things anymore, especially with no qualifiers since we already qualified. So, again, it's a chance to play in knockout rounds, and it's a chance to kind of rewrite what happened last summer, get us another thing of hardware going into World Cup, and give us a lot of confidence as well.
What sort of boost do you get from your club success and being able to lift a trophy? Obviously, does that give you any boost coming into the national team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think anytime you win a trophy, it definitely gives you some more confidence. But especially in a trophy that took you all season long to win, and you kind of reap the benefits of your hard work. So it was amazing. And again, I kind of want to continue to bring this mentality to the national team. You know, I know we've had a good history of winning trophies over the last so many years, but you know, I think it's now over a year without a trophy, so it's time we get another one.
Despite the recent results, do you see glimpses of what the team can be?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we had a new group, pretty much new group, come into this camp, and I think we gelled really well against a top European side the other day. So, now, regardless of the result, I think it's a really positive step in the right direction, and hopefully we continue tomorrow.
What do you make a coach?
Yeah, I like him. You know, it's he definitely demands a lot out of us, but he also understands that, you know, we're human, that we're going to make mistakes. But you know, he continues to give us the confidence to play regardless of what's going on the pitch, and so that's exactly what you need. You know, you don't want to be second guessing your natural instincts.
You still celebrate the FA Cup?
I had to take a few days off from the celebrations. You know, it was a long week plus of celebrating, but you know, come back here now, it's business again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been in soccer long enough to know that sometimes even when you play a good game, you might end up losing it.
Yeah.
It seemed like that would happen against Turkey.
Yeah.
For the most part. What was that conversation in the locker room after the game?
No, to walk out of here with your head held high. You know, it's again a top European side, but also we were a really young team and guys who have played for the first time together. So, you know, international soccer is different than anything else, and I think getting as many of those games against top teams as possible before World Cup is you know, it's really important for us and really important for this young squad.
Is the U.S. ready to take the cup back, the World Cup?
Yeah, of course. You know, it's about time.
Thanks, Chris.
Cool. Oh, you got it.
Did you see like a hand that's not mine? That you.
Walker, obviously you've always been proud of being called up to the national team. Is it different this time just because of the tough injury you had early this season?
I mean, every time is special, no matter what. Certainly it was a longer time out than expected with the concussion, and it was kind of like a race to get back because I wanted to put myself in contention for this camp and for Gold Cup. And so, yeah, I was always kind of looking at like timelines, like, oh man, and then it got to the point I was like, I just don't know if I can get back in time, and then kind of turned the corner at the last possible minute to put my name in the hat, and was able to get called in. So, yeah, very, very happy, very excited to be part of this group in the summer.
Feel lighter?
Yeah. I mean, it's day to day. You just never know what it's going to hold, and obviously, hair being gone, feel the breeze a little bit. I gotta make sure I wear my sunscreen out here in Nashville. So, yeah, it's a good new fresh start.
You had a front row seat to the effort that's been put here in Nashville to make it a soccer city. With another big time event like this, does that keep pushing that ball forward?
I hope so. I hope the fans show up, show out, show kind of the national team what we get to experience every week at Geodis, which is an incredible atmosphere. Some of the best fans in the league, and they do a lot for us, pushing us forward every game. And so hopefully they can do that for the national team, and they can show up and sell it out tomorrow.
On the injury front, a lot of folks talk obviously about the physical part of it, but there's always a mental part of it. What have you done anything special to kind of get over that hump coming back?
Oh, just trying to be present every day. I mean, I think I spoke about it earlier, but the thing with concussions is sometimes like the fastest way to recover. As athletes, you're always looking for like the next thing. How can I get back faster? And at a certain point, you just kind of have to release control and be like, this is what it is, and I don't know when it's going to end, but it will. I will get through it. But taking each day is day by day, and not because you don't have the timeline. You don't have the MRI scan. We're like, oh, it's 4 to 6 weeks. You just kind of day by day. How am I feeling? And once I released control a little bit, it was a lot easier, mentally to get through it.
And then on a lighter note, are you planning to show your teammates anything special about the city?
We'll see. I mean, I know we're gonna have a nice time staying downtown, and they're already asking me like, "You're so lucky! Like, look at all the things around the training facility. You got a Whataburger, In-N-Out, Chick-fil-A." I'm like, those are the things you're noticing. And obviously, Pop Stroke coming up, so they're all a little bit jealous of what we have here and being at this training facility, and obviously in Nashville. I think everyone enjoys being in this city. Just for the livelihood, the people, hospitality, and so it's a good place to have camp.
Okay. You're going to face one of the best teams in Europe, Switzerland. What do you think about the game tomorrow?
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult test. Obviously, we just came off another tough challenge against Turkey, so 2 European opponents that are going to prepare us for Gold Cup. This will be no different. It's a tough opponent. We're going to have to make sure that we come out with a lot of intensity, try and execute the things that we're working on tactically to try and unbalance them. And make sure we have a good performance.
Walker, you've been here long enough, different times with different coaches, different teammates, and sometimes after a loss, people tend to think that things are far behind. You're probably one of the best to let us know how close is this Pochettino teams to be what you guys want, what he wants.
Yeah, every game is a building block. It's about you're setting a new bar every time that you go out there, and so. The standard has been set with the Turkey game. We will not dip below that standard in terms of the effort that we're bringing, in terms of the performance that we're giving. And so it's about trying to keep making those incremental steps forward and getting better each and every game. And the good news is we have plenty of games here in the Gold Cup to try and continue to push that forward. And I thought the guys did a great job from an effort standpoint against Turkey. And now it's up to the guys who are on the field here in Nashville to kind of keep pushing it.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul.